Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another installment of Simple Sublimation. I'm yours truly, Will, and we're going to get right into it. Now, you may be wondering, why is he not in the camera? And why is the camera not facing him, vice versa? It's because today we're going to make a very short video about transfers. What a transfer is, how you generate a transfer, so on, so forth. Okay, I was just doing some work here, so I'm just going to try to clear this one really quickly. All right, so this is the art platform that I use for sublimation. It's called the Creative Studio. This trusty instrument here would be our SG400. They don't make SG400s anymore. Now you have to get either an SG500 or an SG1000. So SG stands for Sawgrass, of course. That's the company. So that manufactures it. So I'm going to come here in the Creative Studio, and you can choose anything. They have a bunch of templates here, and you can go from awards and plaques, clothing, drinkware, home decor, mobile accessories, personal accessories, pot accessories, you name it. There's pretty much a template for it. I typically don't use the templates unless they're absolutely necessary for those just hard to sublimate items. Now, what I will do is, this is 7x9 landscape, so I'm just gonna choose a piece of artwork really quickly, show you how to generate a transfer. I have this artwork already in here, so this is just various images that I've downloaded over time. Neither is, none of these are more important than the other. Some of these are jobs for clients, so on and so forth. So if I can just find anything that's not attached to someone's personal life, I'll print that out for you guys shortly and just show you what a transfer looks like. Okay, this is beautiful right here. We got a nice Cuban gentleman. Okay, so I'll expand this, bring it down a little bit. Okay, we want to get his Cuban flag in there, right? He's a musician. And so I'll come over here to print. It's really simple, you guys. You're gonna be like, man, you wanted to show us this, but yeah, I do, because everyone creates differently. Now, when you come here, it'll say printer, Sawgrass SG400, tray, auto tray select. That's what we want. We don't want tray 1, we want auto tray select. And then the page size is US letter, which the standard for US letter will be 8.5 by 11, guys. All right. It's gonna ask us what material are we printing on. This part is very important, you guys, okay? Because sometimes you can put a setting in there to sublimate maybe metal or gold when it's actually fabric. It's polyester fabric that we're sublimating. So the printer is gonna adjust itself according to whatever you put here. So let's just say we're gonna use acrylic, right? So I'll put acrylic here, okay? And then you come down to color and print quality. Well, of course we want high quality. Color mode, we have photographic, vivid, graphic, grayscale, cool gray, and classic. We're gonna go with photographic because clearly this is a photograph, okay? Very, very simple here, guys. Alrighty. Just waiting for this to load. This new location, so it takes a little longer to load over here, but it's all good. Now, as this is loading, if you're using the same interface that I am, then you should see an icon pop up that's gonna say Print Manager. And there also shall be like a little tone with it. It's like doo-doo-doo. Or if you're using the Sawgrass. Either the SG 400 or 800, or either the SG 500 or 1000. Okay. There we go. So it's gonna bring us here, and as you see, we are already substrate, acrylic, paper, True Pix Classic. You have a different, whatever paper you're using. If you're using text print, any paper that you're using, if it's here, feel free to put it here, okay? If it's not, just go with True Pix. That's what I always do. High quality, we already have our tray selected. Now, when you come here, that's under material. You go to layout. Do you want to preserve layout from designer? Nope, we want the print manager to perform our layout. So we check print manager performs layout, right? All right, okay. We have, and if you want to know what that means, basically it's like when you enable the print manager to perform your layout, the print manager will crop the designs and position multiple designs on the selected page size, which is very important for you guys that are like, you're really time sensitive on the things that you may be doing. Also page size, 8.5 by 11, very important. Trim white space, absolutely. We want them to trim the white space for us because we're not coming through with scissors afterwards. We're getting straight to printing. So that's important also, and we want it to be centered, right? So we'll come over here after we make sure all that's correct, go to jobs. How many jobs are you performing? Because I've done it before. Sometimes you guys, well, this will come up and there'll be multiple jobs there. So you want to make sure that it's just the one job that you're doing. Come over here to check your color profiles. Now, this is very, very important. I get questions all the time in other groups about how do I achieve the colors that I achieve? You know, how does it come out so vibrant? This right here, this is your color scale, okay? And you want to get to know this, you want to adjust this, you want to play with this as much as possible and figure out what actually works for you in your software. Then you come over to this other category and it's called other. Other is just print to file. We don't want to print to file. Like we said, we're already letting the print manager perform our layout. So we'll come over here after all of this. If we're content with all of this and it matches what we need to happen, come over here to print. Right down here, it says send to the printer. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. I'll use the PC next time. I prefer the laptop just because it's easy and, you know, I can move around with it. But yeah, so here we go. You hear that? That's the SG400. And this will be our transfer, you guys. We did all that to get to this result right here. And so like I said, all of these tutorials won't always be about printing per se or pressing. Some of them will be about the process in which we get to printing or pressing, which involves the transfer and things of that nature. This one in particular was the transfer. And there are different types of transfers, but since we're sublimating, we're just going to speak about sublimation transfers. I'll get into the other types probably in another video, but I definitely appreciate you guys being here with me. It means the world, man. You could have been anywhere, but you're here with me. You feel me? All right, so here we go. And when these transfers come out, you guys, be careful because this ink is still wet. Now, one thing that I haven't gone through in the tutorials yet, we haven't got to that part yet, is when you have these transfers, when you print them out, you always want to put them under your press while it's warm, because what that does is it dries the ink out. But as you can see, you can go over here. I'll come closer to the camera, and as you can see, there are no imperfections. Everything is lined up the way it should be. All the colors came out the way that they should. There's not a lighter blue than it should be. There's not a lighter red. And like I said, we achieve all that through tweaking our color profile. So this has been Will. This has been Simple Sublimation. I hope you guys learned a little something about transfers, what they are, what purpose they serve, and then how to create them, because that's what this tutorial was all about. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, man. Trust me, it's very exciting to come up with different things day to day. So I just appreciate you being here. All right, have a good one.